Kostabi here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so happy that you are joining me today because I have an awesome tool that has to do with temptation. Specifically, food temptation, which I know we all struggle with from time to time. Now, February is an interesting time because we've come out of that holiday overload and we set our intentions, our resolutions, and goals for the year. And if you watched my first video, you chose a theme for 2014 that is going to help you achieve those goals. So we're hitting our stride in February, and then all of a sudden, bam, another holiday that can set you back. Valentine's Day, it's all about love, sharing, chocolate. For me, it's about chocolate. I don't know about you, but I found an excuse to eat chocolate pretty much every day. And so that can really derail some of our health and fitness goals. So this is the perfect time to share this tool because it's going to help us all get back on track and stay on track for the months to come. So last year, I took a trip to Portland, Oregon to attend the World Domination Summit, where I saw some really incredible, powerful, inspirational experts speak about the things they are most passionate about. One of those people was Gretchen Rubin, who is the creator and author of the Happiness Project. And she gave this really great lecture on habits and how self-awareness is the key to happiness. Now, habits are an interesting thing because they're pretty easy to establish, but they're really hard to break. So I found this tool that she shared in this lecture so powerful. I've been thinking about it every single day since August. So here it is. Gretchen says that there are typically two types of people when it comes to temptation. There are those that are abstainers and those that are moderators. So she gave us this little quiz, which I'm going to share with you today. It's 2 questions, super simple, and all you have to do is answer A or B for each question. Are you ready? Imagine I offer you a tempting treat. So I want you to bring that up in your mind, your favorite thing, specifically something that's meant to be consumed over time. So a bar of chocolate, a bag of chips, a bottle of wine, something like that. I hand you this delicious treat. You take a bite, you put it on the counter and walk away. What happens next? A or B? A. You cannot stop thinking about it. You gotta have more, you want more, you deserve more, you need more. Or B, it was really good, you'll come back to it later, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. Actually, you really love that thing, but it could go bad or stale before you return to it again. One is enough. Now imagine I bring you your favorite dish, like the ultimate indulgence. This is something that's meant to be consumed all at once. So a bowl of fettuccine or a big juicy hamburger or a chocolate fudge sundae, something like that. I serve you this delicious dish and one of 2 things happens, A or B. First bite is amazing. Second bite is even better. Third, fourth, fifth, you are practically inhaling this meal because it is so delicious. And when you get to that last bite, it's almost more important than the first because you're at the end. And if I offered you seconds right now, you would take it even if you were full. Choice B is first bite is delicious, second bite is pretty good, but as you move through the dish, you start to get distracted, you're talking to friends, you put your fork down, maybe it starts to get a little too sweet, a little too savory, you've had enough, you may not even finish the dish. You loved it, but what you had was enough. Okay, so chances are you chose A in both scenarios or B. If you chose an A or a B, we'll have to talk about that later. So if you're an A, you're what Gretchen calls an abstainer. You are an all or nothing type of person, but you can't have just one. So if you chose B, you're what Gretchen calls a moderator. You are totally capable of using your own willpower to monitor your actions. You don't really overindulge. You're a take it or leave it kind of a person. Now this is really interesting because I am an A, I'm an abstainer. Oh my gosh, if I bake brownies, which I did last week, I am lucky if they last 2 days in my house. If it's on the counter, I can't stop thinking about it, I want more, I gotta have more. I actually put myself on a food delivery system at the beginning of the year because I had my own health and fitness goals and I'm not very good at moderating. So I need somebody to tell me what to do. So I had a little lunch pail and I had 5 meals a day, and I ate that every day for 2 weeks to sort of reset my palate and get me on track. If you're a B, you like to make your own choices. If I told you that you could never have chocolate again, you would probably freak out. So you like to make your own plan. So you want to have the box of cookies on the shelf. You may only have one and it could go stale, but you don't want anybody to tell you that you can't have it. So this is a great tool to figure out what type of person you are so that you can organize your life and set goals for yourself and guidelines for success. So somebody like me needs to go to a trainer. I need to have a regimental plan. I need to have a really specific goal in order to set myself up for success and reduce the stress in my life. Somebody who's a B needs to have a little more variety, a little more freedom. You don't necessarily need to go to somebody who's going to tell you what to do. You can set that up yourself as long as you have control over the situation. So now I want to know, what are you? Are you an A or a B? And was this little tool effective for you? Leave me a comment in the section below. Find me, friend me, follow me on social media. I want to talk to you, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.